Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on Nutrition TV. Today we are talking about the dangers of excess of white sugar. You add it every time in your coffee, in your tea. You bake pastries, you make chin-chin, you make puff-puff, and many so other things with this white sugar. And sometimes there are also some particular meals like okok or sanga where you find yourself sprinkle a little bit of white sugar on it. But you know what? It's not all, because we will find also white sugar in some particular food that you may not even think about, like juices, like sodas, like soft drinks, and also ice creams, ketchup, where you're going to find white sugar inside. I believe you certainly heard about the bad effect of repetitive and abusive consumption of white sugar. What? You've never heard about it? Oh, okay, guy. White sugar is totally bad for your health. It's just a ow. But how does it work actually? What are those side effects of white sugar in our health? Well, yes, we are still talking about white sugar. And maybe you've certainly heard about the bad effects of white sugar. If it's not the case, then you should understand today that there is bad effects linked to consuming too much white sugar. This is why we took the opportunity today to talk to you, to exchange with you about the consequences of consuming too much white sugar. The first side effects of white sugar is, first of all, the main importance of main stability. And why? First of all, it wakens the health of the person who is ingesting it. And then later on, it's going to asphyxiate the germ cells where spermatozoids are produced. Secondly, consuming too much white sugar will let you experiment premature aging. Yes, premature aging with beginning of wrinkles all over your face and sometimes also all over your skin. You might ask yourself, how can it happen actually? Excessive consumption of sugar damages the skin proteins like collagen and also elastin. This is why when you're consuming too much sugar and in a repetitive way, you will experience this premature aging. Eating too much sugar will let you experience unexpected bloating, and this is because, in fact, in our intestines we have two categories of bacteria. We have the good one and we have the bad one. And the bad bacteria actually feed themselves with the white sugar. This is why by consuming this white sugar, they are going to produce gas. So as I told you, bad bacteria actually loves sugar, and when they are consuming it, they produce gas that will lead to bloating, discomfort after eating, and also some pain. Do you know what? Eating also too much white sugar can actually link you to cancer. And here we are talking especially to the persons who already have the cancer cells inside their body, or those who were newly diagnosed of cancer. And this is because cancer cells actually develop themselves quickly in a sugar-rich environment. Ladies and gentlemen, eating also too much sugar can decrease the strength of your immune system. What you have to understand when we are talking about bringing down the strength of the immune system is that 70% of our immune system is supported by the good bacteria. So a diet rich with the white sugar will actually feed the less desirable bacteria, and this is how they are going to multiply themselves a lot, and this multiplication of bad bacteria will actually affect consequently the way the immune system functions. Another thing that might shock you guys is that sugary foods are actually addictive just as heroin or cocaine. Why? This is because the sugar actually causes a strong stimulation of dopamine, this hormone of well-being that acts on the area pleasures of brain. And at the end, when the level of sugar goes down, it will also bring down the level of dopamine. So you will find yourself just as down as if you are feeling bored or too tired. We will be able to actually observe this alternating cycle of feeling very good and feeling bad, just as it happened to normal junkies. Another very important information you have to keep in mind, especially if you're working too much with your brain, is that excess of white sugar actually slows down the activity of your brain, and this by hindering your memory and your learning activities. Too much white sugar also brings weight gain, and this is because the digestion of white sugar actually produces glucose, and when the glucose is not used immediately in physical activity, the body will tend to convert this excess of sugar into your blood and storing it into fat. That is why eating too much sugar things can actually bring you to obesity status or weight gain status. There are many other consequences of eating too much sugar, like diabetes, tooth decay, and also extreme weakness. When you are feeling always like you are lacking energy, maybe you should cross-check what you eat before. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming at the end of our program, and we believe that you finally discovered that eating too much white sugar has more consequences. And you were also able to see and to discover how scientific and logic all those explanations. What are we supposed to do in such a situation where we have to consume sugar every day in some particular meals? How are we managing the fact that we need to feel sweet taste of certain of our special preparation? For sure, in order to preserve our health and our well-being, we have to look for options. We have to look for alternatives. Maybe you guess it, this is our next topic. Have a nice day, guys. Stay tuned on Nutrition TV. Still let the well-being be yours. Nice day, guys, and bye. Who knows tomorrow?